Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Prize Picks video. This one we're talking about the NFL Saturday games. We got playoffs here. 4 picks in the video for you to consider, so stay tuned to hear all 4. We have a free trial in the Dynamo private Discord, so you guys can get in here, get more picks from me, plus a bunch of other cappers we have all in one spot, each with their own private channel. Posting daily picks, NFL, NBA every day, college football, NHL we've been crushing. You could see in a recent day we went 20-6 between these 4 cappers that posted a ton of NFL hits in here as well. There's been some huge wins in the Discord, like 10 to win 250. Some more NFL slips with demons being hit, NFL hits, NBA hits. Huge ones as well, as you can see, 5 to win 150, 5 to win 187, 20 to win 500. Just a look inside one of the private channels, mine here yesterday, posted 8 prize picks plays, all 8 hit. My 3 NBA hit, 2 NHL hit, and my 3 college football picks all hit. So definitely take advantage of that free trial right now for a day. Don't know how long that is going to last, but you're going to want to stay in there after, because we have picks every single day from 5+ cappers. Not many other Discords going to have that many cappers offering their picks all in one place. So definitely check it out, and we'll see you guys over there. You saw the big hits, some of the streaks have been going on. Free trial for the Discord. Tons of picks being posted over there daily, so lock in. We'll see you over in the Discord. Now let's get into this one. For the first one, I'm going to be going to Justin Tucker here. We're going to go over on his kicking points at 7.5 against Pittsburgh. Really a spot I definitely am liking for Tucker. I think this could be somewhat of a lower scoring game in this one, where there could be a good amount of field goals on both sides. So I think Tucker, could be in line for 1 or 2 field goals and then some touchdowns, with the Ravens scoring around 30 in this one, and possibly, taking it pretty good to the Steelers in this game, who have lost 4 in a row. So I like going to Tucker on his kicking points here at 7.5. One tool I use here is OddsJam. They have a free trial for 7 days with the link down in the description if you want to check it out. Basically, they compare Prizepicks lines, other sites, Underdog, Parlay Play, anything you're playing on, to other sports books. So for Justin Tucker, this one, you can see it's minus 126 on Pinnacle, minus 135 on Flip, minus 125 on BetMGM. So they like it over here, and you're going to find a ton of value picks, and it works for all sports, NBA, NHL as well. And good to validate some of these picks, like that Justin Tucker one. So we've seen for Justin Tucker this season, he's only hit this in 7 of 17 games. Has definitely had some kicking woes throughout the season though, but his last 4 games he hasn't missed a kick, which has definitely been good to see. A lot of these games, if he was hitting more of these kicks, he easily would have got over 7.5 points. Like this game where he missed 2 field goals. This one he also missed 2 field goals. Both of those he would have hit. So I think with him kicking better, should be in for 7.5 points. Last season was absolutely smashing it, 58% of the time, 11 of 19 games. And historically, definitely one that he's been hitting. And when they're this big of favorites, it's a 9.5 point spread. I expect him to be in there kicking a good amount of field goals and extra points. So liking him, he's bounced back nicely. I think he should be in line for at least 8 kicking points here. For the next one, we're going to go to Calvin Austin on the Steelers. For Austin, I like going to the reception targets here. So 3.5. A line that I'm liking for him is receptions is at 2.5. If we go back to OddsJam, you could see a lot of sites has his receptions at 2.5 here, but a heavy favorite to go under 2.5. I'm liking him on the targets. I think they're going to be playing from behind. He's kind of a deep ball threat and a guy to really get this offense going with his speed. So I like them to target Calvin Austin a good amount. We can also come, before we do look at that on Outlier, we could see Austin here. The snap percentage has been way up for him. So earlier in the season, under 60% of snaps in almost every single game up until week 15. Then he saw 81, 80, 75, 66%. And that's with Pickens back in these last 2 games. Still got 75 and 66% of the snaps. And he's seen his targets increase as well. So I like going to Calvin Austin here, who's been a big part of this offense the past 4 weeks. I think it's going to continue in this one. Even with Pickens back now for the 3rd game in a row, I like going to him. For him, you can see that 53% of the games he's hit this, and 4 of his last 5 games as well. He's had 4 and then 3 straight games here with 5 before just 1 in the last one. Baltimore, 2nd in the league in receiving targets allowed, so they're expected to throw a lot in this one. here as well, probably more than normal, playing from behind, so I like Calvin Austin. And you can also see in games where the Steelers lost by 8 or more points, he got 5 targets in each of those, so I like going to him. And if you guys are just playing on a Prizepicks, definitely check out Underdog and Parlay Play. Parlay Play has been one of my favorite places to play. They just launched the Parlay Play playoffs, tons of slash lines, payout boost, giveaways, free entries for the playoffs coming in the NFL. So great time to get in on Parlay Play. Already have a ton of promos and free money. Like, you can join up now and get $5 for free to play with. You don't even have to deposit, but they have a ton of payout boosts. Right now, you can see, as I'm recording this on Friday, all these payout boosts for NHL, NBA, college football. So they have a ton of promos, boosts, higher payouts than Prizepicks, and Underdog also has higher payouts. So both of these, Parlay Play and Underdog, will be linked down below. And they both have 100% deposit match. So after that first $5, you're going to want to deposit here to double up your money again and keep playing with these higher payouts on this site. For the next one, we're going to come over to the next game, and we're going to go to Gus Edwards, who I think will still get a good amount of carries in this one. I'm going to over on the rushing yards here at 21.5. If he's getting 5-6 carries, should be able to hit this. I think he could possibly even get more than 6 here, but I like going to the rush yards against Houston. Gus Edwards has been kind of the secondary back here behind Dobbins, but usually we'll see around 5-6 rush attempts, even more in some cases, and should be able to smash this if he's getting 6 or more. But even with 5, I think he could still do it against Houston, who doesn't have the best rush defense, so I like going to Gus Edwards. You can see on the season, Edwards has hit this in 8 of 11 games, 73% hit rate, and even games we can look at with Dobbins playing, who is questionable for this. I do expect him to play. Still 4 of 7 games he's gone over, and the ones he missed have been very tough matchups, like against Baltimore, against Kansas City, and against Pittsburgh. All games that they lost, and they are expected to win this one. They are slight favorites here at -3, so I think in wins, Gus Edwards could be getting a good amount of carries, have a good day rushing here. 21.5, kind of a higher line than I would want on this. You could maybe see this one bump down to 19.5, 20.5, so keep an eye out for that, but I still am liking it here at 21.5. Still think it's playable. And then we're going to go to the Texans running back. We're going to go to Joe Mixon. We're going to take him on the under of rush yards. So while this is just a -3 spread in favor of the Chargers, I do think that they're going to win by more than that, and Texans going to be playing from behind. They just don't have enough weapons, and coming up against a tough Chargers team, I think they're really going to be focusing in on Mixon and Nico Collins, really taking those two guys away, and I don't think Mixon's just going to see enough carries to get here. Even if he does see 18, 19 carries, I think it's going to be a tough team to run on here because they're going to be stacking the box a bit more than what they're used to seeing, with not many weapons for Stroud to throw to. So I like going to the under for Mixon. Looking at Mixon, obviously for him, started off extremely strong, but his last 4, he's had 57 or under rush yards, and we haven't seen the attempts in some of these losses, like 12, 14, 9 attempts here. Last game didn't really count because they didn't have to win that game, so he didn't play that much, but in most of their losses here is when he doesn't see the rush attempts or the yards. So in what I think will be a game where the Chargers win this one pretty decisively, I don't think he's going to see the rushing yards total here. Even if he does get the carries, I think it's going to be hard for him to get over 4 yards per carry in this one against pretty good Chargers rushing defense. And they like to slow the game down, slow the ball down. So I think for Mixon, going to like the under for him. If you guys want more picks, check out the Dynamo private Discord. You can see some huge hits from private Discord members. 20 to win 500, 5 to win 187, 10 to win 250 here using our picks. NFL hits here as well, more NBA hits too. You can see a recent day we went 20-6 between the 4 cappers with all these NFL picks hitting here, so we've been crushing the NFL. But we have NBA every day and NHL, and there's that 1-day free trial you saw on the screen here, so you can get in here, check it out. More picks from me in my private channel, but a bunch of other cappers in here having their private channels all in one Discord here, so definitely going to be worth it for you guys to stick in here. Is less than $1 per day. You saw some of those big hits and streaks. And also check out Parlay Play. They have a ton of promos over here, free $5, payout boosts all the time, and a lot going on for the NFL playoffs. So sign up there, and Underdog, which has higher payouts on their 3-pick slips. If you guys like to play those, they'll be linked down below as well, and we'll see you guys in the Discord.